Happy Wednesday! Are you guys ready for the best show ever?
Ever!
Welcome to Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. I'm your host, Connie Henriquez, and my crazy co-host,
as always.
Chrissy Bose.
What's up, guys? Thank you for being with us tonight.
You know what's so funny? I did a Facebook Live video yesterday, and I said, Happy Wednesday.
Oh, my God. I didn't even realize that.
No, because I did it 5 times over, and I'm like, Happy Wednesday, Happy Wednesday. I'm like, oh, my God, it's Tuesday. It's not Wednesday. I'm like, duh.
People were probably confused.
I don't even know what day it is. It's crazy. Right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so now I know because it's showtime, it's Wednesday. It's
That's
Happy
right.
Wednesday.
That's right. That's all right. You got a little thrown off. It's all right.
Exactly. But you know what the biggest...
People got the message. That's all that matters.
Exactly. Now, you know what the biggest news of the day is, don't you?
What?
Freaking Brangelina. What happened? Brad Pitt and freaking
that makes me
Angelina
lose
Jolie.
all faith and love.
Wait, why? Why do you say that?
I always looked up to them.
What do you think?
Like the
They
best
were in a
couple.
gorgeous
They looked
couple?
so in love, yeah.
I feel like in the beginning
Right?
they looked really in love. But then they just looked kind of haggard with 6 kids. I don't know about you, but that's kind of how I looked at it.
That's a good word. I like that word.
No?
I don't know. I didn't get that.
You see them trekking through Europe, and they have like all these kids, and they look kind of like a little like run down.
They seemed like they had it together. They had, you know what I mean? They had it all together.
But they didn't.
They had it figured out. That's what I felt like.
They didn't look affectionate.
Really?
Towards the end, no.
Oh,
Like
I always think that she looked at him lovingly.
Maybe she did, but were they touchy-feely? No.
I don't know.
They had 6 kids. There was no room for touchy-feely.
There's no room for that.
No.
Maybe they did a lot of date night. They had nannies and stuff, I'm sure.
I mean, you would hope so. You would think that they would.
Right.
I just feel like when you see them, or you saw them on the red carpet, you're just like, oh, I don't know.
But they were together like 14 years or something
crazy. That's a long freaking time.
How do you break up after that?
No, how do you stay it together for 14 years is the question.
You get married later in life, and then you don't have to worry about that.
I know.
Get married when you're about to die.
Right.
And then you don't have to worry about getting divorced. That's our advice.
I feel for it.
That's it. You don't have to tune in anymore. That's our advice for the rest of the
But no, then there was some question about him cheating on her.
I don't believe that.
You don't think so?
No.
Now, do you think he cheated on her when he was with Jennifer Aniston, or cheated with her?
He did cheat on Jennifer Aniston. He cheated on her with Angelina.
I know, but do you think that's true?
I believe that, yeah.
You do? Now,
I don't believe he cheated on Angelina.
Why do you think he did that?
I don't know. Did you see the other chick? She wasn't as good as Angelina.
Jennifer Aniston was kind of boring. She was kind of like homebody, like, eh. That's why we still associate Brad Pitt with Jennifer Aniston.
I like the guy she's with now, though, Justin Theroux. Oh,
Who is he?
He's so handsome.
But he's like a nobody now.
Yes, he is. He's funny. He was in that movie that I love with...
Which movie?
What's his name that I love? Paul Rudd.
What movie?
James, do you remember the name of the movie?
I don't even know
All he cares about is the commercial break sign. He's waiting for the commercial to come on. No, does anybody remember? Justin?
Who even knows who her husband is?
Justin doesn't even remember.
No.
It was a good movie, though. It was really funny.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is he a comedian?
Commercial. He's pretty funny. He's not a comedian, but he's funny.
Oh, wow. I don't even know who he is.
And he's good looking. Don't you know what he looks like?
I do. He's okay. I mean, he's no Brad Pitt. Come on.
Really? I think he's better looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hard call.
Yep.
Damn.
I like dark hair.
Oh, yeah, he does have dark hair.
He's like Eric Decker. He's got dark hair.
Yeah. Well, I will just say this.
James gets me. Nobody else gets me in this room.
What I will say is poor Brangelina, but whatever.
I know. We're sad about that.
But this is the thing. You got to nurture your relationship. That's what I've learned. You got to, like, give.
That should be your start loving life tip.
It should be. Actually, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Let's switch it right now, live on the spot.
I'm going to give you 2 tips today, and one of the tips
you know what I did 2 besties? Like, wait, save one.
Right. Is you have to really nurture your relationship. You know, especially when you have 100 kids like these people do.
100 kids.
If you can have 100 kids, no worries. If you love kids, that's great. But don't forget, your spouse is numero uno, always.
Yes.
Because unless you have a partnership, you got nothing. Nothing.
If you lose your relationship with each other, what do you have?
Right. And I see so many people, they live through their kids.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And then your kids get older, they go on, and you're like, oh my God, I have no life because I live through my kids. Don't do it, folks.
You got to have a date night.
Don't do it.
Like our show.
Yeah, exactly. You have to nurture your relationship. You have to love your honey up.
That's right. And always, what was the phrase that people always say? Treat the person as if you just met them or you just started dating.
Oh, like that
always
song? There was a song. Come on,
it?
James, you know the song.
You're a clarinet
I'm going to love you like I'm going to lose you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good song, by the way. I do like that.
Yeah. Who sings
but
that?
always, no, there's a saying.
Yeah.
Always treat the person you're with as if it's your first date.
I think I like it.
I know. That should be your start living life tip.
Because you don't take them for granted.
Right. Like all these peeps do.
Right. Like you got to make a point
Bastards.
to like. Oh my God. You have to make a point. When you're in a relationship, love the person up. Like make an effort.
That's right. Not enough people make effort.
Yeah. But anyway, that's my...
or put each other first.
Yeah, and you have to.
Right. So just do it. Listen to us. We know what we're talking about.
That's our date night rant for tonight.
That's why we're successful in our dating life.
That's right. There you go. So, dude, I saw that you were trekking around at some golf event. So tell me about that.
Yes, I was at the Victor Green. Anybody who's a Jet fan out there like me, Victor Green, used to be on the Jets. Amazing guy, doing great things for underprivileged youth. And he does a charity every year, a celebrity golf outing. It was at Glen Head Country Club.
Perfect, right here.
And great things that he's doing. I have some pictures up. All the money goes, do we have the pictures, Vic?
Yes.
Here we go. Here's coming up, me and LT, Lawrence Taylor,
very nice.
Ex-linebacker for the New York Giants. I'm not a Giant fan, but that's all right. LT is a legend. I love him. We got here Bernard King. He had an injured knee.
Oh, is that true?
He was still playing golf. He was playing golf, and I caught him while he was resting his knee.
You caught him, or you captured him?
I think I stalked him a little bit because I was a huge fan of the Knicks. It was that Byron Scott. I can't see from far away, and it's green.
His pledge.
Byron Scott. He was the coach for the Lakers. We got Dr. J in the house. Love him. And oh my God.
What?
This was a dream come true for me to meet John Starks. I had a framed picture of him in my bedroom.
No.
I did.
When?
I had so many things. I was obsessed with him. I was obsessed with John Starks. I was in love with him. I wanted to marry him. And I told him that. And I told him that when I met him yesterday. I'm like, I was in love with you and I wanted to marry you.
Wait, so you knew him from when?
Back when I was a kid, I was obsessed. I was a huge Knicks fan.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I was just in love with him. How adorable is he?
And you
All right, and here's us
he
with
was
Victor.
Really nice, right?
He was so sweet. And then here's me and DJ Chef with Victor Green from the Jets.
I love that.
Amazing guy. And our rival from the Bills, Andre Reed. Now, this guy was friggin' hysterical. One of the funniest people I ever met in my life. Andre Reed. I want him on the show. I told him that I want him on our show. He said he was going to be on. I love him.
I love it.
Hysterical. But it was a great time and a great cause that he does for underprivileged youth.
That's awesome.
So, Victor Green, I love you. And I was happy to be a part of that.
That's awesome. So now, are you excited? Because it seems like the Jets are doing well.
We're doing what? We won our first game.
Right. And actually, Jeff, we had a party at the house.
Oh, good.
Which we were really
excited about.
You guys
should have came to our party.
Well, no, I know. We had already had a party. Well, we didn't have. We had one person invited, or two people, and then it turned into a big party. So I know you had your event that you were doing. At, what is it?
Bricks and Barley in Long Beach. Yeah. We beat the Bills. That's all that matters.
Right, which was exciting. It was a great game. I didn't pay attention to the game. I was eating, but it looked like a great game.
I was eating. Thanks, Connie. Thanks for your support.
I was eating wings. I'm like, whatever.
You don't even care about the game.
I'm like, it's a party. I'm going to party it up.
You don't even care.
No.
This was huge for us to beat them. They beat us twice last season. So we needed revenge on Rex. We got it. Screw you, Rex. I did actually used to like him when he was the coach for the Jets. I did like him because he had a lot of passion for the players.
Okay.
But now I hate him because, he's against us. He's, trying to beat us.
The nerve.
That's right. And he has a foot fetish.
Oh, really? What do you mean? What do you mean he's a foot fetish?
Come on.
What are you talking about?
Everybody knows. I don't know, it was all over the news.
That sounds so weird. What does that mean? How do you know this?
He's probably looking at our feet right now if he's tuning in. Rex, stop looking at my feet.
I love it. All right, so good job to the Jets for getting back on track.
Eric Decker always coming through, ED.
That's right.
I love you.
Good job. Good job.
That's right. You don't even care.
No, of course I care because I'm looking forward to the next it's on Sunday, right? The next Jets game? Yes. Mm-hmm.
KC.
I'll be there. Food and drinks.
You'll be there. Great.
Food and drinks.
Wonderful. You won't even give a crap. All right, go ahead.
I give a crap from afar. All right, so this is my real Start Living Life tip of the day, and it's called, There is Never a Good Reason to Relive the Past. Embrace your now.
I like that.
So think about how many times you're in a conversation with someone and they're like, oh my God, back in the day, blah, blah, blah. And I'm always like, are you kidding me? Like, who cares? Like, there's nothing so exciting.
Crying out their hearts and you're like, who cares? Let's just talk about now.
Well, and this is the thing. Like right now, all you got is right now.
True.
And so many times, and I will say this, so many times maybe you had some mishap in the past or something that didn't go right or something that you felt like an injustice. And people get so hung up on it and they keep talking about it.
True.
But the big thing that people don't realize is that the more you talk about your mishaps or things that you did wrong or injustices, the more you bring it into your future.
And don't get so angry.
Right,
right,
exactly. That's my tip for next week. Don't steal it. But so you want to remember, anything you talk about now, you're bringing into your future. So if you screwed up in the past or something happened to you that wasn't ideal, the more you talk about it, the more you bring it into your future experience. Like, why would you ever want to do that?
Tell a different story.
Right. Tell a different story. In fact, don't even tell that old story anymore.
Tell the story that you want.
Right. So take that story, just forget it because it is what it was, and I'm sure you learned a lesson from it, and I'm sure you're clear about what you want as a result, and just let it be. And now move forward to the exciting future that you have that lies ahead of you, as long as you don't talk about the past.
I love it. But most people don't know how to do that.
I know. It's called that's it.
Shut the hell up.
Shut the F
Drink
up.
a Tito's and you'll be fine.
Right. And the moment that you want to talk about it, just be like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And you're going to see how your life is going to change literally in a matter of days.
Oh, my God, I love it. Let's all do that. Let's all test it out.
Exactly. So shush up about the past. And go to check out my website at startlovinglife.com. That's right.
I knew that was coming next. Now, I did something very similar last week to my bestie, you know, phone chargers. But I couldn't help but do something again. Like, my friend visited me from New Jersey this past weekend.
Yes.
And she's like, did you hear about the... I love Kate Spade, by the way. I have a Kate Spade bag.
She's beautiful.
All right. I have a very, very nice pink Kate Spade bag.
Figured it was
so
pink.
she's like, did you hear about this Kate Spade bag that charges your phone? I'm like, shut up.
We need that.
I know. When we go out to the bars or whatever.
To the event, and we're like,
right, to the event.
Have a charger.
Right, what are you going to do? Carry that big-ass portable charger? Hell no. All right, so do we have it up? Vicky?
Yes.
There's my bestie. All right, so my bestie is Kate Spade. It's called Everpurse. You go to everpurse.com, and it is a beautiful, look at it. It's just a normal-looking clutch, which I love.
Yeah,
wristlet.
we love clutches.
And that's what I want. So whoever wants to purchase this for me for Christmas, I'll marry you on the spot.
There you go.
It's only $148.
No, it's $198.
Oh, $198. All right, Connie, we're upping it. Anyway, there's like a little pouch in there if you could see it. It was a little hard to see, but whatever. And you stick your phone in there and it charges, but you charge the bag on, it comes with like this little charging station.
Okay.
You put the bag on top of it.
Okay.
And then you throw your phone in it and you're good to go the rest of the night. So how great is that?
The bag is actually charged.
Correct. The bag is charged.
Genius.
The bag is charged for $198. I think that's worth it.
Right. Well, how many times are we at an event and we're like, how much you got? I got this.
Right.
What do you have? And then we're like, all right, you plug it in. You
Last
plug it
night,
in.
I was on like 2%. Thank God DJ Chef had like a thing for me to plug
Like
in.
one of those extra chargers,
I would have had
right?
to sit in the car and charge my phone.
Yeah.
If I would have had the Kate Spade Everpurse, I would have been no
That's
problem.
right. Exactly.
All right, well, maybe Justin, the Fort Sumter, will buy me the Everpurse when he wins his big
That's right.
UFC
He's
fight.
he's gonna be a big UFCer.
That's right. Justin, you better buy it for me. I don't hear anything from you, Justin. You know what? You're out.
For Christmas.
You're out.
He said for Christmas. All right, guys. So Chrissy, who's our fabulous guest for tonight?
He's been a guest already on our show.
know, we love him.
He's a friend of mine. I've interviewed him a million times with Ring Fever. I love him so much. I'm a huge fan of him. Justin, the Fort Sumter. And he's back. Because you know why? He knocked somebody the F out.
Yeah.
In 32 seconds. That's why he's back.
Justin.
He's
nice
the man.
Job.
And he's coming back to talk about it right after this.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
And we're back.
Justin, what's up, man?
Nothing much, just hanging out with you two pretty
Oh my God, we're so happy that you're back.
Justin, it
Thank
took
you
you
for
2
having me.
hours to get here this time. What happened?
Traffic is bad.
Oh my
You didn't get pulled over like Sam did? Sam?
Well,
That's right. And Tony
My
said,
buddy Sam Watford got pulled over when he was coming to our
but
show
then he
list.
said he was going on date night, and they're like, dude, get back on the highway.
right.
You can't be late for date night.
Would you stop for a muffin again?
Munchkins this time.
Munchkins.
Yeah.
Nice.
Try to make it a little bit quicker because you just throw them in the bag and they're good.
I
Shove
love
it in
you.
your mouth and you're fine.
Yes.
Thank you for coming all this way.
Thank you for having me again.
Of
Well, we
course,
love you, man. I'm a
Come on,
huge
we're
fan
your
of
biggest
you.
fan.
Oh, thank you.
Remember when I used to stalk you at NYFE?
Wait,
Well-
did Chrissy really stalk you?
Well, you mean borderline stalking.
Borderline.
Oh, shoot, man. I did it in a nice way. I had
Yeah,
a
it was
microphone
very,
in my hand.
Very polite, you know. Here,
Thank you.
here,
Like-
yeah.
But you couldn't be bothered. You were like in the zone.
Well, I mean, I was in my
You had your
zen.
hoodie on. You were
Yeah.
trying to get prepared for the fight, which was understandable.
Yeah.
But I know you were on the show already. But
Yes.
you probably don't want to repeat yourself a million times.
Come on, listen, we
But
have a
for
lot of new
anybody-
viewers. We
right.
want them to know who
Right.
Justin is and how amazing he is.
Exactly. How did you, let's just jump right in. How did you get involved with MMA? Like, what sparked your interest in it?
What sparked my interest was I liked to compete when I was younger. I wrestled in high school, and in college I really didn't have an outlet. I did flag football intramurals, but I really wanted something that kind of brought me back to wrestling, so I did jiu-jitsu. And then someone asked me if I wanted to fight 30 days after doing it, and I was like, yeah, why not? And then fought a guy in a week's notice and beat
Wow.
him, and now I'm here.
So somebody asked you to fight, and you were like, heck yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Like,
You know,
yeah.
what's the worst thing that can happen? You know,
So
Right.
when was your first real fight then?
it was July 2011.
And were you like, after that, you were like, wow, I love this. Like, I got to do this as a living.
Well, not do this as a living, more do it as compete, because I just like competing and like trying and testing myself, you know, on every aspect of my life. And this was one of them that really piqued my interest, and so I was like, I got to keep doing this, keep doing this.
Now, what kind of training is involved? Because I notice a lot of the fighters have different backgrounds. So what was kind of your background and what kind of training have you had?
Really just wrestling. You know, just learning to take people down. But my first fight, I knocked him out in 30 seconds.
Wow.
So
Your first fight?
my first fight.
Ever?
30
seconds.
30 seconds.
So that was
And they
more
were like,
boxing, right? Or
Yeah, there's more boxing. You know, I mean, I have a long frame, and you know, I kind of can touch people from my far
You do have
distance.
long arms.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be scared to get in the cage with you.
yeah, it's. I think with my size and my frame, striking is beneficial to me, but I do like wrestling. I like wrestling a lot, so
that's more your preference.
preference. Yeah.
You're middleweight, right?
Yes.
You fight middleweight. How did you get the nickname Sumter? Did we ask you that last time?
We did, but we wanted.
Sumter's
we
my
wanted
last
forgot it.
name. Sumter's
No,
my-
Fort.
Oh,
the
Fort.
Fort.
Oh, my God. He's like, shoot, why are you giving out my last name?
No, just it has ties with where I'm from. I was born in South Carolina, so Fort Sumter is in South
Oh.
Carolina. So I was like, and especially being up north, some people get it, and some people are like, I don't get it. And I'm like, well,
I
Fort
love it.
Sumter, and you know, so.
I
that's
love
how
it.
got
So it just stuck.
Well,
You gave it to yourself, or did somebody?
well, like my original fight name was The Machine, and I liked it. I came up with it myself.
I like the machine.
But everybody, all my friends, they were like, hey, man, you should just be the Fort, man, because you're big and you don't get broken into. And they came up.
I
That's
like
great.
that.
I
Yeah,
love
they come
it.
up with a lot of stuff. But then I was like, when I was having that fight for Bellator, I was like thinking, you know, that kind of has a little ring to it. So I stuck with that one.
And you're fighting pro now, right?
Yes.
You did Bellator, and now what was the last one?
The
again?
last one was Cage Titans in Plymouth, Mass.
Is that above Bellator?
No, it's Bellator is like a tier. So you know, you got UFC, World Series of Fighting,
Yeah.
and then you have smaller promotions that aren't well known,
Right.
That are still classified as professional. They have some amateurs on there as well. So it's still professional, but it's under UFC and Bellator.
Right under. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're gonna fight again with Bellator, or?
Hopefully, some stuff happened so November 4th is kind of off. So I'm trying to get on a fight with CES, but they have to find me an opponent. So.
Oh shoot! Are you calling peeps out right now?
I mean, I don't
Who
need
should
to
we
call.
call out?
I don't need to call out anybody, you know, because I don't want to say I would fight anyone now. It's more or less I'm trying to build my career, so
Right.
you know, whatever fight my coach says fight, you know, I mean,
Right.
that's who I should fight.
Now, can you tell everybody who you train under? Obviously, I know who you train under, which is one of the best, Renzo Gracie.
Well, I switched gyms.
Oh shoot!
I switched
What'd you
gyms.
switch
So
with?
that would need to change that question.
Oh, good. So this was a good question.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
Great
brought it
lineup,
up
great lineup.
because he's one of the best guys. Who do you train with
Right
now?
now, I train with Nick Newell. Nick
Oh,
Newell's
okay.
the guy. Everyone knows he's the world champion in XFC. Was the world champion
Wow.
in XFC.
Oh, wow.
He's the guy with one arm.
Oh
No.
wow!
Yes.
What?
Yeah, from Milford, Connecticut. Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
So he's training you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
What is that like then?
He's it seems like he has three arms. Like he's a beast.
Wow.
He's a really, and his personality, he's a real down to earth guy. And really what stuck out with me was the fact that one, he's been there. He's been on the main stage. He's been in front of thousands of people, and he knows what works in the cage for him.
Right.
So he can kind of put that on me and, oh, that might work. Well, if this doesn't work, you know, he's been in situations that, you know, like a lot of coaches can't say they have been in. So
Right.
That's crazy. And how long have you been there now?
since April, so right after my Bellator fight.
Now, why'd you
Wow.
leave Renzo Gracie?
Well, you know,
Change.
I needed something different, like, because that was the first gym I came when I came from Georgia. That's the first gym up here that I
Right.
went to, and you know, there's no. I want to say there's no bad blood between me
Right.
and the gym. It's just I needed to, on that professional level, I needed something different to excel
Okay.
me. And as you guys saw, that first fight changing camps, you know, I beat a guy in 32 seconds.
Which is
Yeah.
And,
amazing.
and we're going to talk about that
Yeah.
because that's
So, you know, I feel
Amazing.
this gym is a great fit for me,
Okay.
one personally and professionally. So,
well. What do you feel
At
like
this
you're getting
point.
differently from him than you did at Renzo Gracie?
well, just the level of training is is different. Like me I have a full-time job. I'm a project engineer, so.
So you're smart.
Yes, I would say that.
Why, because he has
I
a
am
job,
smart.
or that he's a project
I know,
engineer?
that sounds very smart,
But,
your title.
What was I about to say?
That this is your full-time, you have a
Yeah,
full-time
okay,
job.
full-time
and so, yeah.
job, and just the
Training behind it.
the training and
The camp
the
provides.
resources he has, being able to mold a camp around me and my schedule,
Oh, that's
giving me the
nice.
best
all right.
of everything I can get in that time period. I think, I mean, that speaks leaps and bounds when, one, you're trying to pursue a career professionally in MMA, as well as I got a
You got
job
bills
where
to pay.
I got bills to pay. So it kind of works both hand in hand.
So Justin, when someone's starting out in this field, because that you make a good point. So do you find certain camps really want you to train and like restrict you to like saying, all right, this is what we expect of you, which is hindering upon if you have a full-time job or you need some other or you have other responsibilities that you need to cater to. Do you find that to be the case?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of gyms. Like, one thing that stuck out with me, like Nick is not like, hey man, if you want to fight, you got to stop what you're doing because you got to put all your eggs in this basket and go forward. Like I want to, if I had the opportunity to do that, I would do that hands down. But I don't. I mean, I have student loans, I have rent, and I'm not fighting at the level where one fight could pay my
the next
student
20 years.
loan. Yeah, yeah.
You will.
Well, eventually, I like to say, I mean, that is soon to come. If not now, later. If not later, eventually.
Yeah.
So.
And just to touch upon that, because I know you're very big on positive thinking.
Yes.
And how do you guys train mentally? Like, how do you get yourself to be in that place of this is going to happen? I know you guys are all into the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Anytime I interview one of you guys are always
Which is why we
coming.
love MMA.
That's what I love about you guys. You guys are so humble. You're always respectful of your opponent as well. You're never like that mofo. Like how I would be. I'd be like, biatch, whatever. You guys are never like that. You guys are always respectful, and it always comes down to the mindset. So who teaches you that, and how do you get yourself to prepare mentally?
I think kind of going back to, if anybody watched the other episode I was on, I think your parents are kind of, you know what I mean? Like, not to say your parents, like you might have grandparents, you might have uncles, cousins, somebody that influenced you from a young stage in your life and tries to instill in you great principles and great philosophies to carry you through your life. Because I think your parents or someone that is guardian over you has the utmost ability and the responsibility, let's say, the responsibility to teach you the right path to go. Because, if you lead somebody through this door and, this door is always right there, they're going to go through that door, and vice versa, other doors. So I think it's their responsibility to instill great principles and philosophies in your life.
So you got that from your upbringing.
Yes.
Now, when you're training, though, at the gyms, are the coaches, helping you mentally prepare for the fight, like help you visualize? Are they teaching you that stuff as well? Yeah,
well, like, the coach's main objective is to, one, make you feel confident. Because if you're not confident in the cage, then you don't perform confidently. He gives you the aspects he believes suit you and would suit your opponent in the fight to, ultimately give you the win.
Okay.
So that's kind of what the coach's responsibility is, to, one, prepare you physically and prepare you mentally. Because
I love that.
if you can be the strongest guy, the fastest guy, the most conditioned guy, but if your mind isn't right on the aspects that you need, because there's strong individuals that crumble inside the cage just because their mind isn't right. So not to say someone is a lesser mind individual,
right?
But they can, when the coach adds his kind of spice to it, they allow him to go in the cage and flourish.
And how is he doing that? Is he telling you affirmations? Like,
well, you know what I mean?
The guy in the best.
Right.
Guy in the
like,
best.
is he telling? Right. Is he telling you to say, look at yourself in the mirror and say, put down that muffin, Justin?
not necessarily that. It's just, just the encouragement. So, you don't have to say, hey, man, I want you to go home and say you're the best in the mirror. You don't have to do that. But the small little things, like say, hey, man, that was a great move. Like you did you did that, great. But if you did this can, put you to that next level.
Okay.
So giving you encouragement along the way, that one builds your confidence. Because if a coach says, hey, you're doing that wrong, and just says, hey, you're doing that wrong.
That's the worst thing in the world.
That's like...
Right, that's going to make you feel defeated.
You feel defeated,
bad.
and you don't build on it. So, a coach can say, hey, you're doing this wrong, but if you did this instead, you might have a better outcome, kind of deal like that.
Now, Justin, you mentioned principles, growing up, and hopefully you have an adult in your life that can, teach you those principles. So when you told your family, whoever it may have been, that you were interested in MMA,
and beating the crap out of people.
Right. What was this response that you got?
Well, I just remember my grandmother. It was her birthday Monday.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
No, Sunday. It's Sunday.
Whatever.
Your
Happy
poor
birthday,
grandmother.
Grandma.
And she was like, oh, you don't need to do that. Like, you're so smart. You don't even need to fight. Yeah. So, that sticks out with me. Sorry, Grandma. But
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Yeah. My whole family's
really
proud of me. My stepdad and my dad really enjoyed my mom.
Were they shocked at first, though? Were they like, what the heck? Or were they like, oh, that's cool, I could totally see it?
You can totally see my son beating the crap out of somebody.
My dad and my stepdad, he's a 5th-degree black belt in karate.
So
he was all over it. He's looked at all my fights, and he's called me and given me tips and stuff. My dad and my stepmom, they love it. My mom's a little apprehensive. She's like, you better be prepared when you go in there. Don't get hurt.
Right.
And so, so to the extent all my other family members, they're like, oh, this is my cousin. My cousin's awesome.
Right.
So that feels
excited.
That feels pretty good, when you go back home for Thanksgiving, and they're like, oh, did you bring the belt? Oh, did you? Yeah, so that feels good.
That's sweet.
Aw, I love that.
And now, are you ever in a fight where you get hurt? And then, do you go to the doctor after a fight? Like, what? How does that work?
Yes.
Yes, you do. I broke this hand twice.
What? During a fight?
Yeah. One fight, I broke my knuckle. My knuckle separated from my bone right here. So I can
and
move
do you
it.
know this during the fight? Like, do you keep fighting and you're like, whatever?
Or is your adrenaline going so fast that you're like, you don't feel pain?
Right.
This one, I broke it in the first round, and then I had to get a doctor check me out because he did a groin shot that was really bad. I was crying. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Yeah. But you need to, if anybody has no cups, get a diamond cup because those things are great. Diamond cups are great. I'm not trying to sell them, but I got them and they're great.
Sounds like you're selling them. Are they a sponsor?
No. I'm just saying, if you want to sponsor me,
to protect the goods.
If you want to sponsor
protect
me,
the goods.
you can.
If you want to have kids, you got to protect. All right.
So I had to, fix my my shorts, and when I was trying to fix my shorts, I was like, oh, this hand doesn't work. And I look at it, and it was swelling up. And then I fought the other 2 rounds.
Wait, so you didn't even know?
Well, I knew it was broken as soon as because it's numb.
And you fought the other 2 rounds?
Yeah.
With the hand, or did you use?
Yeah, with the hand.
Oh my God!
But I knocked him out with a kick, so I didn't touch him that many times with my hand. So.
And so do you just leave and then go to the hospital, or do you leave, go home, go to sleep the next day, let me go to the doctor's?
That fight was on a Saturday, so I waited to Monday.
Oh.
That's insane, man.
Yeah. Well, this one was I was like, it's just probably hurt real bad, and so I broke it on Saturday, and then I was like, the next Friday, I was like, I might need to get this checked out.
Oh,
and so my thumb was shattered right here. They had to put pins in.
Just like a man.
So you really need to have a real job, though, for health insurance.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have that.
It does help.
Right? Otherwise, you're fucked. What are you going to do? You go into a ring? It's pretty...
Yeah. Well, it's frowned upon, but I've seen documentaries where, if a fighter gets hurt, he will actually go fight and then say he got hurt in the fight because they give you a certain percentage of the cost of the surgery or procedure.
They do?
Yeah,
okay.
Because they have fighters insurance you have to sign up for.
There's fighters insurance. Who knew? Okay.
Yeah. I never actually knew that either. It's pretty cool.
Sounds like you need
we should be fighters. I think I would be good at it. Do you?
Yeah, you just
Thank you. I have the anger.
You gotta be confident.
I have the anger.
Well, you don't have to. You don't fight angry.
Oh,
because when you fight angry,
forget it.
Oh no, this is a good point. This is actually a great point. Can you say that?
When you fight angry, your mind thinks in like one direction. So, your anger is pointed towards somebody. So when you're fighting, I think it clouds your judgment. So I want to beat this guy up because I'm angry at him. But if you don't think tactically and like your strategy, it kind of goes out the window. So if this guy is a awesome takedown artist and you're like, oh, I just want to kill him, you run at him and he takes you down. Like, and then you're even madder because you got taken down,
Man.
Like, no, I really can't stand you.
How do you handle like people, the haters, like people talking smack about you after a fight if you lose,
Do you
or
care?
like
you know what I mean? It's like I kind of treat it like stress. Stress is inevitable. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be stress. There's going to be people that doubt you. There's always going to be somebody that doubts you.
Of course.
Like if there wasn't people that doubt you, this world would be like an awesome place, a way better place than it is now. So if you focus on people that, dang it, there's this post I posted on my athlete page about, I think was it Copernicus or something like that?
Okay.
He had a sift, like it's a sift, what's that word? And when it means something else, metaphor.
Thank God for Justin.
I know.
I'm tired. I'm on no sleep. I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're
so
saying.
like
I must have missed the English class.
it was like
Metaphor.
this guy said, "Oh, I got something to tell you about somebody else. What somebody else said about you." And then he said, "Well, let me ask you 3 questions." He asked it, "What you say, would that be something bad?"
Right.
And so if it was something bad, he would say yes. And then he said,
How is that going to benefit me?
yeah, why would that benefit you? Then he said, is this true? And he was like, well, I don't know.
That was key. What you
Right.
just said right there.
And then, what's the last one?
Don't
A lot of
freaking,
therapists
don't freaking
always say
say
that.
it because it's not worth it. That's the last one.
Well, yeah, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
So like if you put everything that you're about to say or about to do in that sift, and it, one, it takes out if it's bad, it takes out if it's not true, and the last thing kind of on the same lines, then it's not even worth saying.
Right. And
So
it's not, it doesn't
basically
even
not
matter
taking
what,
it personal.
Right. It doesn't
Right.
matter what people think. It's what you think. And people are always going to criticize. And
Always.
People are always
Right.
going to hate.
Exactly. And
Haters
to give
gonna
it,
hate.
right. And to give it any airtime.
But do you get angry back? Do you ever, like if somebody writes something about you and you see the comment, and then we'll go to commercial quick. I know we have to. But if you see a negative comment about you, is your first, initial reaction to retaliate and be like, screw you?
I think in everybody there's this part of them that's like, what the,
Right.
Like, seriously, I'm trying to bust my ass here.
Right,
What are you
exactly.
doing?
And then you're like, well, you think about it. Well, really, if they're putting online, they don't have the guts to say it to you in person.
True.
So that nullifies anything. And then if they say it to you in person, then why would they really say it in person if they're just trying to get on your nerves?
Right.
And
They know you're going to rear naked chokehold them in 2 seconds,
Exactly.
2.2 seconds.
And I always want to say to them, like, what do you do? What do you do that you can criticize? Really?
I'm
When
sticking
you
up
do
for Justin.
something major, you let me know.
Yeah.
Until then.
So you would never comment back. You've never.
Well, I don't want to say I've never commented something back, but going through life and getting better, not
You don't
worrying
wanna-
about what's happened in the past and only think about what's happening.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Justin.
Attention.
Our commercial
All right,
guy keeps
James.
spinning his
I
finger.
know.
Where's the commercial sign, James?
Come on, you're
Oh,
slacking.
wow, you must be going through withdrawal. All right, Justin, I love you so much. You know I love you.
You're amazing.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be
Quickie.
back with more Justin, the
Yeah.
Ford, Sumter. He's the man.
The man.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, Multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
You smell so good, I won't have to bathe the next 2 weeks. Anything. So, here, laugh a little harder. All right?
I will take him. I would be proud to show you off, you little old weirdo man.
Get a new sweater. The worst dressed man here tonight. Right? Look, get that laugh, and get it in there tonight because nobody else is going to laugh like her. She's under drugs, all right?
Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
And we're back, and our videographer was just trying to get into our shot.
But you know what? He is
We love him.
allowed because we love him, and he is worthy of a full
That's
shot.
right.
So
We love you, James.
No problem.
We also
Can I
love
get a shirt
Justin.
like that?
Can I get a shirt? Hell to the
Aw,
yeah, come on. You'll get a
Justin
date
the
night
Fort
shirt.
Sumter wants one of our date night shirts. You will absolutely. Can you wear it in the ring on your next fight?
Can you wear it on your ass?
If I write
on
if I get the Fort engraved on the back,
on your bottom,
but I want it's got
Well,
to
we
be.
can
Oh my
put it
God,
on my
that's awesome!
on the shorts.
You'll wear pink shorts
What?
and have our face on your crotch.
Pink shorts.
All right, well, we'll talk about it after the show. Anyway,
I love
Before
it.
you-
That was great.
I gotta wake him up. Come on, wake up.
I'm awake. It's just.
All right, man.
don't
You need a
want that
Tito,
price
bro,
tag.
Just
and a
to
muffin.
listen, don't worry.
All right,
We
listen to me.
gotcha.
Before you get into the ring, I've seen you. I've interviewed you at NYFE.
Yes.
And you always look very calm, very serene, and I never understand how you stay that way. But what rituals do you have before you get into the ring for a fight?
I don't want to say it's like a, well, I guess if you do it over and over again, then you do it for the same thing. That would be considered a ritual, right?
Right.
So I just go to sleep.
How do you sleep
before a fight?
with everything going on?
Oh, I believe that. I can see that.
Well, just, one, because everybody's mind races, especially after, before something, like your mind races before you go to a wedding. Your mind races
True.
before you take a test. Your mind races before you go to court. So everybody's mind has the ability to, one, pull straws at any idea that comes to it. And I think just sleeping kind of, because I don't, most of the time I don't remember my dreams at all. Do you guys remember your dreams?
No, of
No,
course
I'm
not.
terrible. I never remember that.
Yeah, like I'll wake up and I'm like, oh man, that's an awesome dream. And then I go brush my teeth and I was like,
See, at least
did
you
I-
remember
What the
that
hell
part.
was that?
Does somebody wake you up? One of your managers, John's?
yeah, they
Who wakes you up?
Do you have
Imagine
an alarm on your iPhone like all of us do?
Yeah.
Well, usually, like we do it by fights. So if there's
Right, of course.
10 fights that night, and I'm like the 10th fight, so they'll wake you up probably around like 5 or 4 fights before yours.
Oh wait, you're sleeping that night at the place?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. I've seen you laying down on the floor when I've come over to interview
On
you.
a floor?
Yeah, well,
You had your hoodie on.
Well, I had
you were laying down.
a
I
kicky
remember.
You have
pad
like a
behind my
cot,
head.
you like lay out and
Sam was in the bathroom. I was waiting for him. I'm like, what the hell is he doing in there? I was waiting for you guys.
So interesting.
You were sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, it just helps one clear my mind. And so then when I get up and I start to warm up, it's just like I'm thinking about that. I mean, that's all in my mind because I just woke up and did it. And then, not to say I don't think about, the more time I spend getting to the cage and then waiting, things don't pop up in my mind. But this was a awesome example. Like I can remember definitely my thought process because I was walking and I was like, I'm going to fight. I'm going down there. I'm going to win. And then I get to the back and, I haven't heard my music yet. I'm just, walking back and forth. And I'm like, oh, man, am I ready? Am I ready? And then I hear my music and I start
What's your
walking.
song? Hold on.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
My song is The Saints by Andy Mineo.
Okay.
It's a Christian rap song, and it's
Beautiful.
like a remake of When the Saints Go Marching In. So it
I
has
love that song.
It has
Okay,
a
that's beautiful.
undertone of like marching and military, so that kind of
I
goes
love.
with the
Oh
chorus.
my God, I love that so much.
Nice.
So
all right.
I hear my music, and then I'm like, I train my ass off, and I'm prepared. I'm just gonna go in there and do what I do in training. So
Yeah.
and-
Do what you gotta do and get the F out.
yeah,
No.
that's I like to get in there and get out. That's the
Get
best
in
way
and
to
get out.
Now, when you get into the ring, do you look at your opponent? Are you cool about it? Are you like, I'm not going to look at you like some people? Like, what is the demeanor when you get into the ring?
It just depends. Sometimes I'm like, man, I don't care what he's thinking. I don't care because if you look at somebody and you look at their eyes, you're like, what are you thinking?
Right.
Like, what's
Yeah.
going through her head? Like, one,
Right.
I don't really care because I'm about to fight you, and
Right.
you're about to do the same.
I'm
so
about to rear naked chokehold you.
Hello.
yes.
That's my
You
favorite
really-
move.
do you know how to do that move?
That's I do. I'll show you live on the air
She'll
before
show
we
you.
end.
She will.
I know how to do it.
Show it.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
not right now.
Okay,
My- my-
later.
My mic's gonna fall.
Like,
I'm not attached to this.
But
You're
yeah,
a
sometimes
touching chair.
I'm like, I just want to just look at him, see how he looks, how his body's going, because
Yeah.
you can tell a lot by how they're moving, how they're if they're jittery or if they're calm and collective, and so
So you're sizing them up.
right.
yeah, a little bit.
Now, do you want to go to the UFC? Is that your goal?
I would like to be in UFC. Ultimate goal, I don't think so. I think from MMA and my philosophy and my personality, I think I can do much more things than just fight. So on that broad spectrum of doing something to improve the world, I think I'm going to be better at that than fighting. So
Wait, so what does that mean?
Yeah,
so
what
what
would
other
that be?
things do you want to do?
like I don't want to be the cliche guy and say community outreach or
Well, but that's nice that you wanna
fundraisers,
help, right.
but something more, like give back to communities, build things for people. What I'm really big on is renewable energy. I really want to do something on that spectrum, build a farm with that has solar panels and they grow their own food or something like that. My mind is just
You're a
is
country
racing.
guy.
Yeah, I like the country.
I like it. I want to live on the farm with you. But let's talk about your fight because I don't want to run out of time and miss that. So you fought at, what is it, Cage Titans 30?
Yes, Cage Titans 30.
This
yeah.
was August 20th?
20.
Am I right? Am I wrong?
What does it matter?
Managers? Am I wrong? Whatever. guys.
Whatever.
I thought it
Right.
was 22nd. So anything like in the
Within
the
a
20s.
couple
yeah.
days.
Fought
okay.
Sean Evans,
Yes.
right? Now
He's a really good guy. Like
I read about
yeah,
him.
he's a awesome individual. And it sucks that he lost his first professional fight. But I think the
Right,
guy
I
can
read about
go
that.
definitely far. He's a real good athlete, and just keep your head up. I know it's not going to hold you down.
Oh, that
but
was
just keep
nice of
pursuing.
you.
Yeah.
Right, because what I read about him that he was holding the top spot for like a year in New England or something, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And
yeah.
so now this was his first professional fight,
Yeah.
and he lost.
Yeah.
So how did you win? What'd you do?
It was a head kick knockout. Well, not necessarily a head kick because I hit him again. So it was like a combination of head kick and punch.
Jesus. And tell everybody how many seconds.
It was
round
30,
one.
It was 32 seconds. 32 seconds.
Right. So at 32 seconds, you kick him or whatever. He goes down. What are you thinking at that moment? Are you like, oh my God, I just won this fight? Are you like, is it over? Is he going to get up? Like, what are you thinking at that moment?
Oh, like at the moment I kicked him, I can remember. Well, like thoughts don't really. It's weird. Thoughts don't go through your head.
All right. So what
Because
goes
the
through your
adrenaline's
head?
going.
Well, it's
Like, did I
just
win?
like it's just kind of you feel what you got to do in there. It's not to say like a lot of people don't know what that feels like because they haven't fought, but when you're in a fight, a lot of it's muscle memory because your brain during high stressful situations, it kind of resorts back to what it's comfortable with.
Right.
And when I'm in a cage and I'm comfortable with fighting because that's what I do. I train to fight. So that was I kicked him in the head and the next thing was I got to finish him. Because,
so you went in for more.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
they stopped you.
Yeah,
So
they
he
stopped
went.
me.
Did he go down? Was he unconscious at that point, or
No, I kicked him and then he was stumbling.
was it a side kick to the head, or?
Well, it was a round kick,
Okay.
and I switched to a orthodox stance and came with a well, no.
Do it on Connie.
That was great.
It was my right hand. And,
Let's reenact it.
And then after that, I felt the referee coming in because after landing that kick, that was a flush kick. I knew if I got a kick like that, I would definitely be out. And I'll try to fight it, but it's just the ref's job to protect the fighter. So he just he touched me and I just let off because there's no need to do anymore. So.
That was nice. Because some people will go and keep beating the crap out of the
Yeah,
person
yeah.
while they're down unconscious.
And
I've seen that.
I know. How was the guy when he got up? Was he like, or he just like was out of it?
Well, like he was coherent. One he was definitely upset, but it was definitely coherent. Like it was, I could tell his eyes were dazed just from the contact like that. That's.
But do you hug him after? You like good fight,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
You
definitely.
guys have respect for each other.
And I told him, I know what you feel like right now because it's happened to me, and just don't let this moment dictate your future.
Right.
Like Connie said, you could tell a story about how I got beat, but why tell a story about how you got beat?
Right. And what's your record now?
My record is 1-1.
Yeah, right there.
That's right. That's how we do it.
This is how
we only have the
do
best
it.
on this show.
That's
What do you
right.
think your strengths are?
My mind.
Yeah.
But-
Right here. High five again.
I like
He's
that.
on a roll this
But
one.
other than that, I think my striking is pretty strong, and my unknown jujitsu skills are kind of in my back.
And you
pocket.
learned jiu-jitsu at Renzo Gracie or before that?
I've been
before
training
that.
before that. Yeah, 2011. That's when I started. My two friends, Nick Wesley and Nathan Key. Those are the two that kind of helped me mold my skill set. So I would say I learned it from them.
Now, who are you fighting next? Because I was reading stuff about your last fight. That guy, Sean Lally, that fought the same night as you.
yeah.
He called out, wanted to fight somebody, and you said, I accept your challenge or whatever.
Yeah,
What's going on
unfortunately,
with
he broke his hand in that fight,
I
so
saw that.
it won't be anytime soon. Probably sometime in 2017. That's
that? Really?
Wow.
yeah. So
Damn, it's going to
He's
be that
out.
long?
yeah, I mean, like when you break your hand, you let it heal. Yeah.
Did he accept you saying, I'll fight you?
Yeah, I believe so.
What does
So-
that feel like? Are you excited to fight him?
Oh yeah, I like to fight. I just like to fight, but I think it's a good matchup, and
You do.
definitely will be a good test for me and a good test for him, and we can definitely put on a good show. So.
That's great.
Who do you want to fight? Is there anybody that you dream of fighting that you want to fight?
Well, what I mean? There's somebody I always want to fight. Definitely getting that L from him for my first fight, but he knows who he is.
Oh, there you
say
go.
it.
But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not. It's not my time to fight him right now, but I would definitely fight him in the near future. So
There's going to be a rematch.
look out.
And then,
Well, let us know when so me and Connie can go to that
Yeah.
damn fight.
come
Yeah,
support.
definitely.
And then, Justin, just advice for anyone out there who's interested in what you're doing and perhaps they don't know how to get started. What advice can you give for someone who's watching and loves MMA and they just don't know what to do or how to get involved? What do you suggest?
I would say, just it's kind of easier to say just go out there and do it, but find a gym near you that kind of suits you. Because a lot of people, they go to different MMA gyms,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh, I really want to do this," and then they go to the MMA gym, and it's like, this doesn't fit me, So really, you gotta search, you gotta look and stick your foot in the water, because you're not gonna know right off the bat. Oh, this looks good. This looks.
Wait,
like...
how do you know the difference? Like, what are you looking for when you go to a gym?
Well, if you like striking, they would have like Muay Thai, or I don't want to say you look out for gyms like this, but if a gym says they have everything, then that's kind of a gym that you're questionable, because if you have everything, are you really specializing in everything?
That's a good point.
So
I don't think a lot of people realize that.
If you got to find something you want your strong suit. So if you like jujitsu, go to a jiu-jitsu based gym. If you like Muay Thai, go to a Muay Thai based gym. Kickboxing likewise. So try to find something that suits your skill set or what you want to learn. And then if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. And don't feel like you're obligated, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that go to a certain gym and they feel obligated just because I went there, I have to stay there. If you're trying to, evolve your skills and become better, you have to, take steps, and, you're going to rub people the wrong way, but you shouldn't rub people the wrong way. So if they get rubbed the wrong way, then obviously
it's their problem.
Yeah.
Obviously you weren't a great fit for them, because they don't understand what you're trying to do.
Right.
And
And really quick, do you review your opponent's tapes, fight tapes,
Yes,
before
yes.
you do that?
Yes.
How important do you think that is before you go into a fight with them?
I would say it's very important,
You don't
but
want to give your secrets away.
sometimes
Yeah.
it kind of hurt. It's like a double-edged sword.
Oh.
I have,
Because then it screws with you mentally, like, oh, this person's good at this, and now I'm not good at that, maybe. And
well,
you're-
not like that, because I have tons of video out, from when I started in 2011, but I don't fight anything like that.
Right. That's a good point.
So
You
if they look
train-
at those fights, and then they do something, they're like, oh, he does this, and
Right.
I don't do that, and then they're like, you didn't do that.
What?
So
Right.
yeah.
That's a good point. Interesting.
I want to fight. I think I want to start doing this. Where can people find you, Justin? And wait, do you have another fight coming up soon that we can...
It's in the talks. They still haven't found me an opponent for CES. So
Okay.
They're looking for the perfect person for you. Come on.
yeah.
When do you think
It's
the
all in
next
the
fight will be?
process.
Soon? A month from now? When?
In November, I think that's probably the best bet in November. So.
And what will it be under? Not Bellator.
Most likely CES.
Okay.
Yeah, so I look forward, because it's a big promotion. When I first came down here, I heard a lot about it. So now getting an opportunity to maybe fight for him is really exciting. So
That's great.
Oh, so you're okay. That's something that you wanted. I want you to go on the Ultimate Fighter show.
Oh, my
I love that
goodness.
show, and I
But
think you'd be
reality
great on
shows
it.
are so annoying.
yeah,
But he's not annoying.
No, but I don't think he would
He'd be
fit
great.
in
He would
because
be
everyone
like
else
the
is
calm one.
annoying. I know.
He'd
That's
be
why I
calming
don't
everybody
think he
down.
would
He'd be
like it.
sleeping the whole time.
No.
They do look like they have comfortable beds in there. So.
They do.
You
My
like to
boy
have
Eddie Chuck
drama.
Gordon was on
I
there.
feel like you don't like drama.
Yeah, you
Nor
don't
should you.
drama to your mama,
Yeah.
But he's cool. I think you'd be good on it.
I think you would.
I
yeah, like
I think I could be good on it, but
It's all-
Whatever. I'm writing them in for you.
okay.
I'm going to be your manager. Can I manage you? John, you're fired. The both of you are
So,
fired.
Justin, where can people find you? Facebook, website?
Yes.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, Justin Sumter. You also can find me on SumterMMA.com. It's
Okay.
my website. And
And where could they see your video that you wanted us to air?
video, you can just go to my athlete page. It's on there. actually, after this, I'll repost it. So it's right there at the
Yes.
top so you all can see it.
Good. We want to see it. I did actually see it.
Well, listen, Justin, you have a great
great.
attitude, which we all know is the
Yep.
king to anything. So
Yes.
you're going to be amazing. And we're your biggest
That's why
fans.
I love these guys.
Exactly.
Every time I meet one of you guys are the most humble, nicest
And
people.
we're so proud
Really.
of you.
Thank
And we
you
know
very
that
much.
Very
you have
positive,
only
too.
big things that lie ahead of you.
Yep.
Yes.
Especially because you've been on date night.
Yes.
Of course.
When you get big in the UFC, you better not forget us.
Come on, we're going to be big right now.
I better be interviewing you as soon as you come out of the cage. I want to be the first
Well, I don't
person
know if
with
they
the mic.
allow that, but
Oh,
in the back.
here we go.
I'm going to be the one interviewing you.
She's
No,
going to
you
be in the
can.
cage.
Well,
She's going to be with Dana
well,
I'm gonna
White.
be
They
in
have
the
like
cage.
licensing things, and you gotta fill out papers. I don't think you like.
We're getting too extreme here. All right,
Dude.
Justin, listen, you're going to do amazing. We're so proud of you. And where can everyone find you again?
Justin Sumter MMA, Justin the Fort Sumter athlete page, Instagram and Twitter, Justin Sumter,
But you have a website.
Sumter MMA.
SumterMMA.com.
Check him out.
He's one of the best fighters ever that I've ever seen. I love him.
That's
Support him. Go see him fight.
Thank you.
We love you, Justin.
Thank you for having me.
Exactly. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next Wednesday.
That's
Have
right.
a fab week.
Date night.
Hello.